Well, good evening, everyone. So grateful that you guys are here with us this evening. My name is Dominic, and I'm so grateful that you guys are choosing to be in Connect Group. We at the Heart believe that it's in these Connect groups that we really grow our faith the way that I believe that God designed us to, and that's with each other, figuring these things out together. So grateful for you. Quick shout out to our hosts and leaders who make nights like tonight happen. Couldn't be more grateful for you guys. Thank you for what you do in helping fostering the vision that we have here at the Heart to connect people to the heart of God. We are in the middle of a message series going on at the Heart called The Giver. And if you haven't been able to get to church, you can still listen to the podcast. You can even catch up on the whole series to get a real glimpse of what we're talking about here. But this past week, we really dove into what it takes to be an actual giver, a financial giver to the church. Right? A couple of weeks ago, we set a foundation saying that we want to trust God to provide opportunities, to provide opportunities for income, for us to grow our income, for us to grow our faith, for us to grow blessings in our life. And then we went from trusting God to provide to understanding what it means to have a heart of generosity, to seeing that a harvest of generosity can come if we can trust God with the seeds of faith, with the seeds of finances that we have. And this week, what we wanted to look at is what does it look like to actually give, to give financially to a local ministry. And we were in two scriptures, and I want you guys to pull them up, and I'll put them up on the screen here in a bit. You can read through them if you'd like. And that's in 2 Corinthians 8, verses 12 and 13, and then 2 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 7. And that chapter 9, verse 7 is special to me because it talks about giving what you believe is right in your heart. It's about looking into your own self and saying, what can I give? What do I choose to give? And what am I giving? Not because I'm pressured to, but because I'm being cheerful about it. And that's how my kind of journey of giving has been is what am I cheerfully giving? And I want to give that. I want to give that money to the church. So I want to start with a couple of questions, and then we have a challenge at the end. So with these questions, I want you to take some time and really dig into them. Take some time asking each other questions. And I love these conversations because if these questions lead to more questions and you guys have a chance to really converse about different things, please feel free to do that. So I want to start with this first question, and maybe you've heard it before or thought it before. But my question to you is this, is why is money so difficult to talk about in the church? Why is it so weird? Why does it make you on guard? Why is it difficult to hear that the church needs money or that the church wants money or the church thinks you should give? Why are those things difficult to talk about? Why is money so difficult to talk about? And I want to know maybe an addendum to that question, right? In addition is, do you personally find it difficult to talk about money? Do you find it difficult to talk about giving? Do you find it difficult to talk about your investments, how much things cost? And if so, why? And if not, why not? And I really believe that our perspectives here can help us all grow in different ways. So the question, once again, sorry, is why is money so difficult to talk about? And do you personally find it difficult to talk about? Why or why not? So why don't you guys take some time to discuss that? All right, hopefully you guys had some good discussion there. Our second question kind of digs a little bit deeper into that. And the question is, who do you think should financially give to the church? And specifically to the heart? And why? Who do you think should give to the church and why? Because sometimes we have this concept that, well, when you're older, you give more, or it's the people who make more money that should give, or it's the parents that should give, or it's the adults that should give. And so what I want to know from you is who do you think should give to the church? Who do you think giving to the church, where does that lie? Who can benefit from giving to the church? So that's what I want to ask is, who do you think are the people that should financially support the church and why? I want you guys to take a few moments to talk that over with each other and really share your real insights. That's how we're all going to grow if we genuinely share what we're thinking and what's on our hearts. And this is a safe place to do that. So I want you guys to take a few moments to talk that over with each other. All right, now The last question today is really more of a challenge, and they usually are challenges, but we talked about something on Sunday that we're going to be starting April 1st, and it's kind of near and dear to my heart because it's something I've been really excited about for a while, and I was waiting for this series to kind of open it up and see what it can do, see how it can change our church from the inside out. Because I believe that there are already so many generous people here. For the Christmas offering just a few short months ago, we were able to raise the money to pay for our rent at the spot for the entire year of 2018, and that could not happen without generous people like you. So the challenge is, we talked about something that is a 90-day challenge. So starting April 1st, the challenge is to pick a percentage and consistently give that percentage over 90 days. That's 3 months. So if you are in a crazy mood and you want to challenge yourself and you say, I'm going to challenge myself to give 10% of my income. And I'm not saying if you make more, you should give more. If you make less, you should give less. I'm talking about picking a percentage. And you say, let's say it's 10%, and you say every $100 I make, I'm going to give, not donate, right? I'm going to give $10 of that to the heart. And it's going to be only for 90 days. It's just for that 90-day time frame. And afterwards, if you feel like that was too much, I can't handle that anymore, then stop. And if you feel like that wasn't enough and I want to give more, then do that. But I want to give you that 90-day window because this isn't about funding anything. We don't have some big plan that we're trying to fund. It's not a way to put more money in the bank because, like I was saying on Sunday, giving changes you. Donations can help the heart buy the things that we need to buy, but we're not looking for donations. We're not asking for donations. I believe that giving does something for you. Giving changes you. That is the spiritual principle that we see time and time again throughout the scriptures, that giving changes the giver. Giving opens up our heart. Giving activates our spirit. So I want to challenge you to pray about participating in the 90-day challenge starting April 1st. Picking a percentage, whether it be 10%, 5%, or 1%, and you give that percentage consistently to the heart for 90 days. So I want you to, there's not necessarily a question here, but I want you guys to be able to discuss what that might look like for you. And are you excited about it? Are you nervous about it? Are you not willing to participate in it? I want to be able to have this discussion about money and stop letting money be this thing we can't talk about or look about. It sits over here and we don't talk about money, and I want to bring it out because there's no guilt around giving. That's the whole point of 2 Corinthians 9:7, that each person should decide in their heart what to give. So it's got to be something that comes from you. It's got to be a choice. So I want you guys to be able to discuss that if you want, to get some thoughts on what you guys are thinking here and be able to give some feedback to each other. So I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your evening, a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see you this Sunday. And we have 2 experiences now. Geez Louise, what are we doing with our lives? 9:30 and 11. Love you guys. Have a great night.